Hello and welcome. Today I would like to talk about Wave 6 for Star Wars Armada. This is a two-ship wave, no squadrons, but my what two ships they are. One is we finally get the hammerhead corvettes for the Rebels, and I must say it's about time. Additionally, the Imperials, they finally get the light carrier, the quasar one, which also introduces very unique dynamics as well. Now the biggest thing about this release is finally having boarding teams. This is something that I want to see in Armada for ages, since its start. It has always been a key element in ship-to-ship combat, and it's about time that Fantasy Flight Games finally introduces them to Armada. When I was speaking about boarding troops a little bit before on the forums, a lot of the guys, including me, were commenting about how they should be able to manipulate orders or defense tokens or whatnot, because in essence the boarding teams, when they get onto a ship, they won't exactly take the ship over, but they will cause havoc on it. So now a ship with enemy troopers on it will not be able to function as efficiently as if it didn't have these troops on it. Either way, it's a great new mechanic that has been introduced, and I'm all in favor of it. Now, some info on the actual ships themselves. For the hammerhead corvettes, you're getting 2 in a pack, which is a little odd. I mean, so far we haven't seen something like that. Granted, we've seen it in the flotillas, but this is not a flotilla. This is 2 unique small ships. And whether they kind of work as a team in the game, I'm not too sure yet. Could be possible. So who knows, maybe if 2 hammerhead corvettes hit the ship from opposite sides or something, it does extra critical damage. I don't know, we'll have to see that when it's finally spoiled. But its title card, Girl's Honor, I mean, that is... I don't even know what to say about that. The more cards you have all face up, ramming speed, that's going to cause a lot of havoc. And it's going to be a very cheap counter to some pretty powerful ships like the ISD. I mean, granted, ISD is high in points and high attack. You get Girl's Honor to give it a couple of face-up damage cards. That ISD's efficiency will go way down. What else will work great on the corvettes themselves are the external racks. I mean, just adding that extra damage to punch just before ramming is, yeah, it's going to work out great. I mean, for 3 points you can't really go wrong on adding 2 black dice to your attack pool, whether you have black dice or not. Now onto the subject of the quasar light carrier. This is a little more complicated. The Imperials finally get a carrier ship, but now we have always used the Victory Class 1 Star Destroyer with expanded hangars as kind of a squadron fleet role. Now this will probably surpass it. Granted, I doubt it's going to have near the staying power of a VSD. It definitely doesn't have the hull. It has a lot less tokens and a lot less firepower. But now, what point cost is it going to be? Speed-wise, it'll probably be 2. It'll probably be the same speed as VSD and just as unmaneuverable. But in terms of actual points value for what you're getting, I see it being at least half the price of a VSD. Could be a little less, could be a little more, but it'll allow us Imperials to field a carrier at a much lower cost than a VSD, especially if we don't need that extra armor and those extra armaments. If we were fielding it as a carrier, I mean, most of that stuff goes to waste anyway. Like this, you'll free up some more points to employ where you need them. Now, what else I would like to speak about is Admiral Sloane. This is our first female admiral from the Imperial team. showing us that Imperials are in fact an equal opportunity empire. I mean, you can't keep the woman down. This admiral herself is quite a good one, especially if you have a lot of squadrons without rogue. Now what she does is, if a squadron is attacking a squadron, it may spend one accuracy icon to choose and spend one of the defense tokens. So it gives squadrons a boost over there, which is quite a decent boost. But additionally, on top of that, if that squadron is attacking a ship, so not just a squadron but a ship, in addition to being able to spend defense tokens, it can also re-roll one die with the crit icon. So pretty much what you have here is an admiral who is really good with squadrons, something we've needed. Those TIE swarms have just become a lot more deadly. And for 24 points, I can see her being used quite a bit. I know I will. So far my favorite general has been Constantine, just in terms of messing about. But I kind of see this one being used more, as I love my squadrons as well. All those TIE fighters now finally have a huge boost. Overall though, this is a great new expansion. I am looking forward to finally seeing it land sometime soon. It's again, look, anything that adds to Armada is great, but this introduces some new tactics and some new mechanics that we have not seen to date, and the more is introduced to Armada, the better. The more varied the lists, the more different the opponents, and you can't go wrong with more ships. These ships, they will work great with all the ships, no doubt, but overall, let's see how it goes. But I am 100% behind this expansion, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Cheers, have a good night.